A woman was running behind a car carrying a doll. Suddenly, she threw the doll into the vehicle. The man exclaimed in surprise, "That's just a doll, not a real person." No, no, that's my son. Just then, instead of the doll, the woman's real son was there, calling for his mother to come quickly. "Please, sir, help me," he begged. Gathering his courage, the man helped the woman into the car. But as soon as she was inside, he threw the doll back out. The mother began to scream for her son, and without thinking, jumped out of the car after him. The police saw the woman and ran toward her. She began to feel dizzy as memories from the past overwhelmed her. She couldn't tell where she was. Then the police caught up and arrested her. "Ma'am, you're under arrest for causing harm to your son," they told her. The woman pleaded with them, but they started to take her away. "I swear I didn't do anything." "Then why were you trying to flee the country?" The woman explained, "My son died in the hospital. I was sitting by his side crying when my husband came. I hadn't yet recovered from my grief when he began accusing me, calling me crazy, and claiming I murdered our son. It was all his trick. He called the police and blamed me. The police arrived and tried to take me, and I couldn't do anything. He even produced some evidence that made me look like the only culprit. They forcefully took me away. It was all my husband's scheme. I ran away from the police as soon as I got outside. I don't know whether you should believe me, but I have no other proof. I only want justice for the peace of my son's soul. Please, let me show you my husband's real side." The woman led the police quietly into her house, where they found her husband enjoying himself with another woman. The pair stood outside and listened. "I framed my wife for our son's death so she could never come back," the husband boasted. "You were right," the officers told the woman. "It was my husband's conspiracy." The police knocked on the door. The young man inside opened it nervously. "Officer, what are you doing here? You must have come to show what a mad wife she is. You think you'll get away with this? You lived a life of pleasure while our child died. You made your own son's death into a tragedy to call your wife insane and continue your affairs." The police arrested the young man and took him away. "You too were involved. You played a part in my son's death. Go with them." The woman closed the door and burst into tears. She begged God for her son. Suddenly her son appeared beside her, and she was overjoyed, hugging him tightly. But in truth, it was only a hallucination. The mother's grief over her son's death had left her with lifelong trauma. In the end, truth is exposed. Lies, conspiracy, and cruelty cannot triumph over justice and truth. Your feedback means a lot. Tell us in the comment what you learned from this story.